I just passed by Grover Cleveland's birthplace. If you didn't know, he's the president. Now you know. Well, former president. And look at this. I'm late. I'm now officially late. Before, I was late because I wasn't on time. Now I'm fully late. Like, it's 6:01. I need to park this car. Or bye. I always say this. I always say I'm going to leave at a certain time, and that certain time is always with the intention of I'm going to leave early, and I always end up being one of the last people to leave. That's where, you know, great conversation really does triumph the plans that I already had in place. I have the Weeknd's concert tonight. If I only see an hour of this man, I would have spent $144 for that hour. Should I show up in business casual clothing? I'm excited, but it might be like 30 minutes of concert time. Check this out. I'm never doing that again. That was terrible. That was horrible. I don't recommend. How do I do this? Does that help? No. There you go. I was gonna say, I did not buy another car just to be disappointed by that. Anyways, I learned something today that I wanted to share. So pretty much, I used to believe that I was at a disadvantage because I didn't have the same resources that many of my friends and my colleagues and my mentors and my coaches had. For example, I know a lot of people now in my life who were raised by parents who worked in corporate America. And I always felt like I was at a disadvantage because I didn't have those same resources at my disposal. But it wasn't until I brought it up to my now new mentor, which is pretty much a milestone. I have what you call an official mentors. I don't give them that title. I just kind of look at them in that capacity. And when I talk to them, and I ask them questions, of course, we are going both personal and professional. I want to know who they are. Give me a second. I need to do this turn. Off topic really quickly. The houses in Passaic County are gorgeous. I mean, beautiful properties. Are you kidding me? Hurry up. This person's doing a K-turn. Hurry up. I have places to go. The Weeknd is waiting for me. So turn on red. Fine by me. We can converse. We can continue dilly-dallying, lollygagging, chit-chatting. What was I going to say? It says no turn on red. I'm being responsible. I'm going to go as fast as I can. Anyways, I thought I was at a disadvantage. I wasn't. I didn't realize today until I absolutely finally put an official mentor hat on somebody today. This really wonderful and amazing woman who I will learn so much from. I have the strangest inkling. You just know when you know, right? So I explained that. Hold on, give me a second. I'm an idiot. I didn't bring my portable charger. My phone is at 13%. I'm walking in the middle of a road to get to MetLife in the dark, in a beautiful, beautiful outfit, in heels. Almost. You see, almost.
It's been too long, way too long. I know we in New Jersey, bro. Is New York in the house tonight too? What's going on? Are we warmed up yet in New York? No. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna do a story time. Where do I start? What is happening outside? After relaying to my mentor, my new peer mentee, that I was kind of struggling navigating the corporate world because I didn't really have first-hand guidance from family members. That's even part of the beauty about not having exposure to what that looks like beforehand, because you learn. You are forced to learn. You are forced to ask people questions. You are forced to network. There's something really rewarding when you have to go through that process and figuring it out all by yourself without guidance. It makes you look for these types of programs, and the program that I'm now involved in is called Empower Her with Alpha New Jersey's chapter. It's a mentoring, coaching, and leadership development program. There's so many things that are happening for me this year in the best way possible. I opened a door without realizing how many wonderful and incredible women I would eventually be able to meet. At least for me, I knew a lot of friends, more specifically my friends in Florida, who were very involved with the Alpha Orlando chapter, and they were telling me all about the beautiful opportunities that they had to get further prepared to step into corporate America. And they found out very quickly where specifically they wanted to grow and what industries really aligned with their interests and their passions. I was kind of envious because my university, New Jersey City University, I have a diploma that says I graduated from NJCU. I can't change that, okay? NJCU is merging with Kane University, so my campus will be called Kane, Jersey City. Kane, Jersey City, right? Imagine me going to school and my school is filing for bankruptcy, and I'm even questioning if my degree is worth it at this point, and I'm even questioning if my full tuition scholarship is even tangible at this point. Will I have access to the funds, right? Lots of ambiguity versus my friends at UCF. They are having the time of their life, and they're learning and they're growing and they're evolving, and they're meeting so many amazing people along the way as well because of Alpha. I mean, I keep thinking about, what a shame it was that I didn't have access to those opportunities, but that doesn't mean that I can't help and give back and propel those opportunities forward to students who are in the area. I just have so many ideas in the memory, and I don't want to get up. And I have to get up, but I don't want to get up. I got home at 12:30 a.m. from the Weeknd concert, and this is where the rest of the stories come into play. What's the second story? Well, maybe I did touch on this a little bit. I didn't actually get to MetLife Stadium until 9:30 p.m. and the concert started at 7 p.m. and Playboi Carti opened up the show. I got to American Dream at like 9 p.m. and I didn't realize how far away I parked. I was like 30 minutes walking distance. I looked like a crazy lady trying to run in little kitten heels, making my way to the concert, and I thought I had missed all the best parts. But you know what? I kind of kept referring back to my Taylor Swift experience. I went to her 1989 concert. The concert ended at like 12 o'clock in the morning, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm gonna go see The Weeknd, I still have an hour and a half to enjoy the rest of the show, which is a lot. And I did put it up to sell at Ticketmaster, and Ticketmaster was like, oh, we'll pay you $47 for it if you sell it back to us right now. We don't control the prices, yada yada yada, right? And I was like, $47? Are you joking? Point is, all of that to say, the second story was, you should just do it, okay? If you believe that you're gonna be late for a stadium concert, just go. I really had an incredible time, and let me tell you, I did something that really reveals who I am as a person. When I see an opportunity to have an even better time at a concert, I will take it. So I bought nosebleed seats, and by the time I had come into the stadium, nobody was giving me the bracelets with the light. I'm gonna tattle on myself for a little bit, but you know what? I'm just gonna embrace it. I was tired. I was desperate. I needed to see my high school husband. I, out of desperation, went to the second floor and I just sat myself in the middle row. I made new friends. I didn't even have a seat, right? I was fully in the aisle next to these group of friends. I kind of included myself inside of their group, and I'm a small lady, so I got away with it. And we had a great time. I mean, we were just like in awe of all the songs that this man was playing and his visuals, and we were just having a fun time. It was absolutely worth it. Do I recommend what I did? Of course not. But do I stand by what I did? Absolutely. I was losing money anyways, okay? So then I thought, you know what? How could I make this hour and a half left completely worth it? And it was inserting myself in level 2, where I had no business being there, okay? I did not pay for a level 2 ticket. I paid for a nosebleed seat. And it was so worth it. It was so amazing. I think it made the experience 10 times better because I got to see his face. That was the second story. Can I tell you something too? The third story is this man had on a mask. When I walked into the stadium and I saw where he was, I'm like, what is he wearing? It was a mask. And next thing you know, 3 songs go by and he takes it off. So I came at the best part. Like, in my opinion, I don't know what happened before, and I stood the whole time. I told the person next to me and I got their consent because they were making way for me to move and get into the aisle, and I was like, actually, I have seats on the 3rd floor, but I'm just gonna chill here. Is that okay? And they were like, all right, like, that's cool, whatever. And I was like, okay, we see this man's mask come down. And I think that's really when the party started, because Abel kept saying, are we warmed up? Are we ready? And I'm like, oh yeah, we are so ready. And again, I was super sad that Playboi Carti, that I didn't get to see him. But then he came out for Timeless, it's timeless, okay? I was like, so that was the 3rd story. Okay, what was the 4th story? Oh, let me tell you. I had realized right then and there, oh snap, my phone is at 15%. How did this happen? How am I supposed to record this concert? How am I supposed to get home, right? Like, I'm starting to freak out. during the concert, I'm like, okay, at 5%, should there ever be an opportunity where we need to push our limits, right? I will allow myself to be on 5% for me to call it quits, right? For me to preserve the rest of my battery life for the car. And that's what I did, right? I only took out my phone during the most extravagant moments. There was fire, there was fireworks, there was the Playboy Cardi collaboration. What happened was I got a little FOMO. During one of his songs, I thought, do I want to take a picture? Should I ask somebody to take a picture of me? Because I didn't know if I would have enough battery. And thankfully, I got a picture of myself. I record the fireworks closing and my phone dies. I'm screaming like a lunatic, and thankfully the fireworks hide the scream because I thought I lost the video. And I'm like, how am I gonna get home? The problem is just trying to get the no toll road highway. Anyways, so my phone dies. I'm fully in my car, kind of panicking. I forgot that I made one of the best purchases ever in January. There's only one thing that pisses me off about my new car. It's the fact that I need an aux cord should I want to play my own music, but that's okay. I have Christian music playing in my car because of the radio. You know what? Maybe that was meant to happen for a reason, but it doesn't make sense to me why I need an aux cord to play my music when my phone is connected through Bluetooth and I can take calls in my car. Other than that, it was the best purchase I could have made for $6,000. I'm not even joking. I have a GPS built into my car. She's amazing. And I took the deepest breath in standstill traffic before we exited onto the highway. And mind you, I even memorized where the directions were for me to go home at the concert when I had 12%. I put in my address and I started memorizing the directions in case, worst comes to worst. I really didn't have a way to get home, right? And I was praying. I was like, Señor Jesús, maneja tú. Like, please, solamente y siempre. The lady wanted to get home, charge her phone. I can't remember what the fifth story is, but my feet hurt. I completely forgot my portable charger. She was charging. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have her prepared because I know I have a very eventful day ahead of me. And I forgot it in my room with all my chargers. That was the thing. I left all my car chargers with my portable charger for the simple reason that I wanted to keep it all together. Big mistake. I need to get prepared for Gov Ball. Okay, bye. While I was on the train, I remembered what my fifth story was. So pretty much when my phone was dying and I had 1%, I had asked for pictures to be taken of me, and the sweetest thing happened. The person who let me stand with them and party with them, right? They had just the coolest friends because I had asked them to take a picture of me and my flash wasn't working because I only had 1%, right? And so before I know it, they tell their friends, turn on the flash. And I have like 3 smartphones on me. A lady felt special nonetheless. That was the fifth story. It was a great day yesterday. Vibes were amazing. Vibes are going to continue to be amazing.